Right now, somewhere in the world, a mechanic is printing a $2,500 repair bill for a part that isn't even broken, and the fix has existed for 30 years, quietly passed down through Japanese taxi fleets, while dealerships everywhere else kept cashing the checks. Today that stops. 7 tricks, 0 tools, $0. Let's go. Trick number 1. The sustained highway burn. This is the foundation. The trick that started it all in Japanese taxi fleets. Carbon deposits combust at temperatures above 800 degrees Celsius, and a sustained highway run is the only free way to get there. Warm your engine fully, get on a highway, and cruise at 65 miles per hour for 5 uninterrupted minutes. Then accelerate smoothly to 75 and hold that speed for 10 continuous minutes. Smooth and sustained, never flooring it. This is the window where exhaust temperatures climb above 900 degrees and carbon deposits begin oxidizing and burning off. You may notice a faint sulfur smell from the exhaust. That's the deposits leaving your system. After 10 minutes, ease back to 65 for 2 minutes, exit the highway, and drive normally for 5 to 10 more minutes before parking. Never shut the engine off immediately after a high-temperature run. Thermal shock on a hot ceramic honeycomb causes micro-cracking. Let it cool gradually. 20 minutes. $0. That's the trick that started it all. Trick number 2. The weekly maintenance. Japanese fleet operators didn't just clean converters reactively. They prevented the problem entirely. Once per week, take a 20 to 30-minute highway drive at consistent speed. Combine it with errands, a weekend drive, anything. But make it consistent. Every short urban trip keeps your converter locked in the cold deposit accumulation zone. One weekly highway run reverses that accumulation before it ever triggers a code. Fleet data collected across hundreds of vehicles shows this single habit extending converter life dramatically, often eliminating the replacement cycle entirely on vehicles that previously needed new converters every 2 to 3 years. The most powerful maintenance habit you'll ever build, costs nothing and fits inside driving you're already doing. Trick number 3. The 3-session rule. This is the mistake that costs people the most money after they've already tried the highway technique. The code returns after 1 session, and they immediately conclude the converter is dead. It isn't. A converter with years of carbon buildup doesn't clear in a single run. It clears in layers. The first session removes the outermost deposits. The remaining inner layers may still restrict efficiency enough that the code returns within days. Watch for any sign of improvement. Does the code take longer to return? Is throttle response better? Is idle smoother? Any improvement means your converter is responding. Mechanics who track multi-session protocols consistently report that 2 to 3 sessions, spaced 1 week apart, clear even heavily clogged converters in the majority of cases. 3 weekends of 20-minute drives versus a $2,500 repair bill. That math requires no discussion. Trick number 4. Diagnose upstream before you clean anything. A single misfiring cylinder dumps raw, unburned fuel directly into your converter. That fuel ignites inside the converter rather than the combustion chamber, generating temperatures that melt and collapse the ceramic honeycomb permanently. No driving technique reverses melted ceramic. Before running any cleaning protocol, fix any misfires, rough idle, excessive oil consumption, or blue exhaust smoke. A $120 ignition coil replaced before the converter is damaged saves you from a $2,500 repair downstream. Japanese fleet mechanics treated converter health as a downstream indicator. If the converter was suffering, they looked upstream first. That principle alone saved those fleets more money than every other trick combined. Trick number 5. The fuel quality upgrade. Low grade, high sulfur discount fuel produces exhaust with compounds that bond aggressively to catalyst surfaces. Independent analysis of converter passages from vehicles running top-tier branded fuel versus discount pump fuel over the same mileage consistently shows carbon restriction levels 3 to 4 times higher in the discount fuel vehicle, 3 to 4 times. The price difference at the pump is a few cents per gallon. The cost difference in converter lifespan is thousands of dollars. Japanese fleet operators standardized on top-tier fuel across all vehicles, not for performance, for converter protection. Combined with the driving technique, better fuel prevents reaccumulation after cleaning and dramatically extends the time before carbon builds back to code-triggering levels. Trick number 6. The tap test. Know before you pay. Before accepting any repair shop's converter quote, grab a rubber mallet and tap the converter housing gently in several spots while the exhaust is cold. Silence means the ceramic is structurally intact. You're dealing with carbon deposits that the driving technique can address. A rattling sound means the ceramic has broken internally. That's mechanical damage, no driving technique fixes. That's a genuine replacement. This 30-second test separates the $2,000 problem from the 20-minute drive problem. Know which one you have before opening your wallet. Trick number 7. The 15,000-mile prevention protocol. This is the long game, and the reason Japanese fleet converter replacement costs eventually dropped to near zero. Every 15,000 miles, run the full structured highway cleaning protocol, even if no codes are present. Carbon accumulation is gradual and invisible. By the time it triggers a code, it has been building for months. A proactive cleaning cycle at 15,000-mile intervals burns off accumulation, while it's still light, before it ever reaches code-triggering thickness. Vehicles on this protocol have been documented running past 200,000 miles on original converters in conditions where early replacement was previously considered inevitable. 4 times per year, 20 minutes each time, $0. That is the complete system. Now you have every trick: the driving protocol, the prevention habit, the multi-session rule, the upstream diagnosis, the fuel upgrade, the tap test, and the 15,000-mile schedule. This is the complete system Japanese fleets built over 30 years, while the rest of the world kept paying for replacements. You don't have an excuse to pay that $2,500 bill anymore. Not after watching this. Not when the solution is a highway. 20 minutes and the knowledge you just received. If this video saved you from an unnecessary repair, smash that subscribe button right now. Because I drop this kind of insider information every single week, completely free, while shops charge you to stay in the dark. And drop a comment below telling me what country you're watching from and what car problem you want me to destroy next. Your comment might decide the next video. I'll see you there.